Okay, hello, this is Lesley Ormsby. So now these readings or messages actually come from the universal energies. So, and of course they're universal messages for not really specific for everyone and everyone though at this moment, but I am doing these reads or these messages running through the horoscope signs, and I'm up to Cancer now. So this is for Cancer and Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if this resonates with you, wonderful. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay too. Just don't try and make it fit. It could make more sense to you in the near future, or in the distant future. So, or it might make sense to you even in the the recent or distant past even, and so it could be really good confirmation for you, or clarification for you. So we are in day 21 of the lockdown here in New Zealand, and I'm going to mention this because it could make sense to you if, or by the numbers or even the words that I'm using, it could make sense to you, later on if you are hearing this, in the future. And it is the 14th of April 2020. So the theme today, it seems to be intention. Cancer. So there must be, something that may be going on with you. And I noticed the energy has been, like yesterday it was actually quite high. The other day the energy was quite lowish, like there was like heaviness in the energy. Today I feel like the energy is a little bit flat, and I'm working on trying not to let that get into my own energy because I'm feeling quite good, really. And it's so I don't feel like this is all of my energy that is feeling a little bit flat. So this is like the third time I've made this video or tried to make this video because the energy just kept going a little bit flat. So it may be like you are in this pattern or at the moment and through this lockdown period, that your energy may be a little bit, a little bit deflated is the word I'm getting. So now is a really good time to be mindful about that and like lifting your energy, finding something on telly to like lift your energy, some sort of comedy or something uplifting, or just, doing something, wacky out of the blue, and having a bit of a laugh, playing Snap, cards and, or something like that. And Snap usually, gets, because they can get a bit feisty, when you're playing Snap with some people, can't it? It's like, they really want to win, win all their cards. And I know, so with my grandchildren, we always have fun with playing Snap because they really want to, win all the cards. So it's kind of like shifting the energy into things like that, or listening to music that lifts your soul, lifts your spirit, and, to take you into another place. So, it may be too because you're thinking about, things that there will be a lot of things that are coming up for you in different areas of your life that you will be probably thinking about. And one of the word that came up today was intention, and it is a word, or there seems to be a theme around that word over the last 2 or 3 days with different videos that have popped up for me or I've noticed that pop up around a theme. And when I look at that, to me, it always ends up looking about it, what our intention is, what our intention is. What is our intention, or what is my intention? What has been in my intention to and what and the energy behind it to make things happen. So, and I have been setting some intentions for myself, even more so than, especially with a couple of them, on a deeper level. Okay, so it's like some of you will probably be able to identify this, like you've been wanting to achieve something or do something, and you've committed, well, you haven't committed fully to it. Therefore, you have okay, for the lack of a better word, failed. So it's like, and that's because you haven't put the right energy behind it. And when I say the right or the correct energy behind it, with the correct thoughts behind it, which can drive it to the point where you're going to achieve it. The intention that you put out of achieving it, of what you're wanting to do, be, or have in your life, is like, okay, it may not have quite happened in the timeline that you set it for, or you didn't even set one, therefore it's dragged on, and so there's that feeling that you haven't achieved it, and you're never going to if you keep changing the timeline all the time. So it could be something as simple as, well, not simple really when you think about it, something in the sense like something like making time for meditation, and making time to take some time out for you, just to have a few moments to meditate, or to write in your diary or in your journal, or to go for a walk just down the road, 5-10 minutes, or 15-20 minutes, could be an hour, whatever that is for you, whether it's while we're in lockdown, or this is, if you think about before, what can you do, make changes can you make in this lockdown, or later on after it as well. So, and also because it goes into that with that intention, you might set that intention now, is like, taking it forward into when we, as we flow or move out of the lockdown time as well. So, yeah, interesting. Wow, that's really interesting. So it's kind of like, where are they going with that? So it's like just being honest with yourself, but not like, about, am I going to commit to this, and how much am I going to commit to this? That I want, how much do I want, or how serious am I about wanting to achieve this, to do this? And you might just start off with the meditation one, or you might start off with an exercise regime, and like looking at the bigger picture. What is it that I'm wanting to achieve, and what is it? What actions do I need to take to make this happen? What tools do I need? So it's like planning about how you can achieve that intention. That you put it out there. So it's like, there's one thing to put it out there. It's like, now, okay, we put it out there. Now, are we going to do it? Are you going to do it? And quite often in my experience, I have started to do it, or I've looked at it, and I actually haven't been honest with myself, because I go straight back and do exactly the same thing that I was doing the day before, the week before, or whatever, and I haven't changed it. It could be, for me, it's about, sometimes like my eating plan. If I'm going to, like, wanting to, move into lifting my energy through eating, or like getting decreasing the inches on my tummy. I mean, I've got to look at what I'm eating, what I'm putting in my mouth, and how much movement am I doing to burn off, that excess, those excess inches that I need to burn off in order to achieve my intention, or my goal, my vision. So, a vision board is a really good idea, but it's a lot of the time, it's like getting started, and not beating, and if you don't, if you muck it up the first day or whatever, it's like, okay, and you just go back and you start again. And you will probably beat yourself up a little bit and get on top of yourself, and you see yourself as a failure, you failed again. But I mean, that seems to be quite typical of what we do to ourselves. So it's just something to be aware of, and then not to go there. So, and then we just be honest with ourselves. Am I going to actually give this a good shot? And then start again. And I know for me, it has taken a little while, because I have not, been honest with myself, and I have not been set myself up. I've set myself up to fail, basically, by not setting up the things that I need to do in the background, because I wasn't fully honest with myself that I wanted to, what I wanted to achieve from it. and in the actions that I needed to take and the tools that I needed to make certain things happen. Now, sometimes there are not a lot of tools that we need to make it happen. They're right there and then, but it's my attitude. It's our attitude, because we can do it, whatever it is. And I know for me, some of it was around, trusting and having faith in myself, as in, doing these videos like this, that people are going to understand what I'm, what the messages that are coming through. And and Spirit was saying, well, they will. People are doing the same thing as what, and you understand it and you feedback, and it's like, yeah, true that. So it's like, what am I doing? What was I doing? So there may be a similar sort of thing, exactly like that, or similar to that you may be holding off doing something that you want to do, but it's like, and you just, it's like, you haven't gone over that boundary that you've put there for yourself. So there's an intention, for me, was to start doing things like this, and so I've achieved that now, but there's still work to be done in different areas of my life, and there are still things that that are coming out from Spirit, that what they want me to share in a different way, and that is coming. But this is one step. And the intention of doing this to help with my self-confidence as well, and being able to share different messages with people outside of one face-to-face is it's always a work in progress. So because things change. And that's the amazing thing about it. Things change. There's always a challenge. There's always not even a challenge. There's always opportunities as well. So depending on what challenges mean to you, challenges could be, a really negative thing to you, a word to use, or it could be a positive word. It all depends on where your mindset is. So a challenge in the sense that it challenges me to look further ahead, look more into myself, look more at what I can achieve, and overcoming my obstacles, as well as other obstacles that people put out there and for others and that sort of thing. So, but generally it comes back to us. So it's it's being honest with ourselves. What is it that we're wanting to do? And then setting our intention and going for it and doing it. Our goal or our vision, whatever it is that how you look at that and achieving it. So, and then you just get better at doing it. But do keep doing it, because the world, what we do, the more we achieve things, we show others how to achieve things for themselves as well. We share the initiative in the sense that we achieve our intention. Basically, we achieve our goal, we achieve our vision of what it is that we're wanting to do, be, or have, or experience for ourselves, whatever that is. Anyway, but that's your choice. That's our own choice as to what we do with that, where we go with it, and how far we go with it, and also how many more intentions we put out there for ourselves in this amazing world. And I just want to share a little card, a message with you from the angels. Well, that was really interesting. So the energy. So there's something that's maybe getting right in your head at the moment. So I'm just feeling like base. Okay, so there's a base or a foundation. I'm more led to the feeling of grounding at the moment, and this energy is really an energy that we're in at the moment because there's so much energy going on around in the world, around in your community, probably, and for some of you around in your home. It's really, some of you I'm just feeling like a headache sort of an energy. but a floaty feeling of not being quite there. But so it's taking a breath and then bringing your energy back to you, that consciously back to you, and grounding you, knowing that your energy can still be that you can still be vibrating at a high energy as well. But it's like making sure that your feet are firmly planted here on earth. Okay, so ground yourself is what I'm hearing. Also, selenium or selenite is a really nice crystal to have around you at the moment for balance and clearing and cleansing. Okay, for you, I'm just wanting to hold it near my heart for some reason, but also down at my feet, I'm feeling it as well. So clearing that foundation. So a lot of you may be working with foundational stuff in your life, in your past life, but also in going into the future as well. So there's a foundation here. So it's amazing. Cool. Anyway, I'm going to leave this beautiful energy with you of selenite with you. So embrace it. If you have a piece, I would encourage you to have that around you at the moment, or for as long as you can have it around you, and keep it with you to help with a cleansing of energy that's around you and within you as you're going through your intention setting, goal setting or vision setting for the future. And even not just in the future on saying that, like what is happening with you right now, and setting your intentions, like I say, it could be just something like right now, like setting time for meditation. It could be setting that intention for changing the way that you're eating and not getting caught up in the emotional eating. That could be what it is that are you emotionally eating? And so it could be setting an intention as, I'm going to, that's not, it may not be very good for you or healthy for you, and it may be setting you up for having to work at reducing some inches. So I shouldn't laugh really, because it's just, I know I should, but I'm just trying to make light of it in the sense of lifting the energy. So, and just wanting to say, even though I had a little bit of a go, I know that feeling as well, and I'm working towards, resetting my intention, again, to making sure that and being honest with myself in achieving my intention to continue to get back on track with losing some inches off my waistline as well. So that's why I've had a little bit of a giggle with you, because I know that feeling. And I don't beat myself up like I used to. So that's just one thing I just wanted to add in there. So it's about just getting yourself back on track again. And working, working with, being, like I say, honest with yourself and giving yourself an honest commitment, committing honestly to yourself about achieving what it is that you're wanting to achieve, whether it be like right now, or whether it be something, because really I'm hearing like right now, okay, and then looking into the future for other things as well, setting those intentions as well. But we can do them right now. Anyway, I'm going to leave that with you. Love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement, and adventure. God bless you and keep safe.